Welcome back to HFS Health, the channel dedicated to exploring the depths of our well-being. And in today's video, we're delving into a topic that may resonate with many of you: invisible wounds that can cut deeper than physical pain. Author Laurel K. Hamilton once said, "There are wounds that never show on the body that are deeper and more hurtful than anything that bleeds." Profound, isn't it? Have you ever experienced invisible wounds yourself? When we think about invisible wounds, one that often comes to mind is trauma. It's crucial to recognize that trauma doesn't just affect us in the moment. It can have severe and long-lasting effects on our overall well-being. Researchers have discovered a strong link between trauma and loneliness, an often overlooked consequence of experiencing trauma. Psychologists have found that unresolved trauma can continue to impact a person for years, even well into adulthood. Trauma becomes a formative memory, changing the way our brain works. It keeps our self-protective fight or flight response on constant high alert, leading to heightened emotional reactivity. Studies have even revealed physical changes in the brain structures of individuals with PTSD. But how does trauma lead to loneliness? Let's explore some ways in which trauma can make us feel isolated and signs that it may be happening to you too. Number 1, you don't enjoy the things you used to. Trauma can make it difficult for us to experience positive emotions. After going through intense distress, many individuals find it hard to regain a sense of normality in their lives. The lack of engagement and enjoyment in what used to bring them joy can leave them feeling lonely, restless, and confused. Number 2, you're too afraid to take chances anymore. Research suggests that individuals who feel secure about themselves and their lives are more open to new experiences and challenges. But trauma can make you feel hesitant and fearful of taking chances on yourself, new opportunities, or new relationships. This fear of failure amplifies the sense of isolation. Number 3, you find it hard to be optimistic. Trauma can cast a shadow over our ability to be hopeful and optimistic about the future. It often leads to a pessimistic worldview and self-blame. This negative perspective can manifest as emotional distance, passive helplessness, and an overall difficulty in connecting with others. Number 4, you find it hard to connect with people. Trust becomes a significant barrier for those who have experienced trauma. Opening up and trusting others can feel incredibly challenging, often leading to denial and self-isolation. This avoidance only intensifies feelings of loneliness. Researchers have extensively studied this phenomenon, highlighting the need for support and understanding. Number 5, you feel misunderstood by everyone. Feeling misunderstood is a common experience, not only for trauma victims, but also for individuals struggling with their mental health. Despite the best intentions of those around us, the more they fail to understand our experiences. Number 6, your trauma still defines a lot of your life. It's challenging to overcome loneliness when our trauma has seeped into every aspect of our lives, robbing us of a sense of safety. Unresolved trauma can manifest in symptoms such as unexplained physical ailments, avoidant behaviors, and emotional outbursts. It continues to shape our lives, often without us even realizing it. But remember, even in the darkest moments, there is hope. Loneliness, grief, and trauma are temporary. Surrounding ourselves with a supportive network and seeking professional help can empower us to overcome these challenges. Consider opening up to a loved one about your struggles. Educate yourself further on trauma, connecting with others who have gone through similar experiences, whether through support groups or group therapy. Closing shot. Always remember, moving on doesn't mean forgetting, and heal in doesn't mean erasing the damage. It means reclaiming control over our lives and learning to grow around our trauma. In the words of Haruki Murakami, life frightens me sometimes, but I don't happen to take that as a premise for everything else.